With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here's Duggan to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwedunam.
27 yards there, a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game.
And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle!
Kenneth Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Boye Mafe got to the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss. They go play action with Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Smith here.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, Aaron Siposs on to punt for Philadelphia.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they? And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Duggan.
And he's got it. Caught end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hurts.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ochoa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. 2nd and 10. Duggan looking to throw.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And an Eagle first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
He's tackled at the
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Eagles.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Second and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
To throw is Duggan.
Flushed out right.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's got the first down and then some.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Throwing, Duggan. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
63.
They'll look to throw.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Eagles 7. Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 perhaps.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Duggan now to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Duggan will look to throw this.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And some room to work.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
46, Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed, a gain of 8 on 4th and 2.
So a moment to catch our collective breath. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So they get the score, still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Eagles 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Duggan to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10. Duggan.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Duggan looking to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 31 yards.
And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, we won't say the comeback is complete just yet, but boy, they have come. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Seahawks will throw.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So that effort gives him a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the...
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
You've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Give to Walker on the read option.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a...
He's got him in. Complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Eagles 36, Seahawks 33.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Duggan.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Operating from the gun, Dugan.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
They got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, Dugan. This complete to Lockett. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now he steps away. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete.
There he goes again.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of a team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Eagles 43, Seahawks 40. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
They'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's good for Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go now.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Throwing, Duggan. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was almost perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now he's into the clear again. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Philadelphia, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brent.